and then Beto came through and was just all like, psych! And as soon as Beto was about to do mythical beast and then some crazy shit, boom, here comes Asta. Yo, what's good, everybody? This is Mr. Composition, MC that writes fiction, and I am here with a Black Clover chapter 299 prediction in theory. All right, hear me out now. Now, before we get started, make sure to hit the like button. It helps out with the algorithm. And I'm showing my face. A lot of people don't show their face. I'm showing my face. So hit the subscribe button. Make sure to hit the like button. Drop a comment to let me know your thoughts on this theory, because I don't know. It's an interesting theory. Now, a lot of people are, of course, expecting Nozel to come into the fight with Magicula. We already know that's going to happen. But what if I have a theory that actually before we get Nozel, we actually may get Asta saving Noelle? Now, looking at the most recent chapter is freaking heartbreaking. Knowing what we know about Gaja's feelings about Lola Pachica and him getting completely impaled by her freaking devilness. Oh man, it's intense. But I think I might have found some clues to why Asta may go over to help Noelle first. And possibly everybody's then gonna go over to Yuno and Zenon. Because here's the thing. Asta still needs to buy some time. So if he can do anything that allows him to help out without having to use his double union, then that would be super, super great. Because here's the thing. If Asta goes over to Yuno first, and let's just say that he's in some type of crazy peril and everything like that, then he's going to use his stuff right away. But if he were to go over to Noelle first, because with the way that they ended the chapter, Magicula is about to do something. The Saint Valkyrie got undone. We see Undine and we see Noelle basically on her knees in front of Magicula. So there's about to be an attack. Somebody's gonna come save her. I think it's gonna be Asta, because here's the thing. If Asta goes over there first to Noelle, then we still have the Nozel coming through, which would allow him, Asta, to leave and then go over there. Nozel and Dorothy will probably be the ones to wrap everything up, and everyone will stay there. But after they're done with that, then everyone's gonna go over there with Asta, freaking everybody. That's my personal opinion. Now, where do I find this? Okay, so I'm gonna do a screen share so that way we can dive into it. All right, guys, we're gonna dive into this. All right, so the one thing I want to go to is all the way actually back in chapter 68. Y'all remember this arc right here. Y'all remember the Sea Temple. Ooh, this was intense. Now, Noelle just got a new move and then Beto came through and was just all like, psych! And as soon as Beto was about to do mythical beast and then some crazy shit, boom, here comes Asta. Barely even holding on. All right, now we know the Asta Noelle ship, that potential. Now I know that it's kind of crazy as far as for me to go back that far, but that's not the only proof. Now let's go back to Black Clover chapter 264. Yes, only we haven't been able to contact them since yesterday. After, for early on. In that case, I'd like to ask the Heart Kingdom for their help as well. Yes, only we haven't been able to contact them since yesterday. Don't tell me something happened. Yesterday, the entire Dark Triad left the castle. Since 3 of them were absent, I was able to act rather dramatically in the Spade Kingdom. And Vonica may have attacked the Spade Kingdom. What did you say? Now, again, then we go here. Now, again, I'm just pulling something here, but there's more. So that was chapter 264. Now, let's go to chapter 271. So we got this right here. The Dark Triad gained the power of the highest ranking devils. Now, holding 30 minutes would be hard. Now, it's important because this is where they are. And he stated that he's not able to transport and teleport them and everything like that. So that's where they were at. Now, of course, logically, yes, it would be as far as them to go straight there. But like I said, I think that Asta may actually end up going over here because he still needs to hold out for 30 minutes. Asta has to kind of waste some time and also not get fucked up, basically. But here's the other thing. Nox says Morris accelerating and opening the gate of the underworld is a pain, but before the next door opens, we need to defeat the Dark Triad immediately. Even if he can't unite, the anti-magic will be helpful. The worst situation is, boom, we got this. So, now this is very, very interesting, because this goes into that piece of information is very, very important. This graph, everything like that. So a lot of people is just all like, well, maybe they'll go to the captains, No, Nock made it very clear that Morris is going to basically have to be the last one, So now that was chapter 291. Now chapter 294, we have this particular aspect. Defeating a Dark Triad member is bound to have lowered the Cliff-Off's efficiency. However, unless we defeat the remaining 2, we won't be able to stop it entirely. So that's very, very important. Now, the magical influence around the other Dark Triad members is too strong. I can't take us there through shadows. Let us hurry. So let's take into consideration that it's Asta, Luck, Magna, freaking Zoro, and then Jack, of course, when he pops up. Now, here's the thing. If you keep on going as far as this chapter, there's something that makes me think that Asta's gonna go and help Noelle. So then everybody who was in the Heart Kingdom really was okay, huh? That's great. Yep. And Asta says, and if you're here, look, then that means, and then we didn't get, we went to this fight in particular. And guess who ends up popping up at this particular time? Gaja and Noelle. Now, and I might be reaching, but how interesting as far as for Asta to come into this scene and see Gaja, because we also have to take into consideration Asta and Luck was pretty much training with Gaja. And I think that is something that hasn't been taken into consideration as far as where they will end up. Now, of course, out of the two, Asta and Luck are probably the fastest as far as, just them. So it would make sense that they would go the furthest when looking at the little graph that was shown, while Nocta and them went over to Xenon. Because Xenon's devil, we've also haven't even, got anything. So all of those are taken into consideration to where they would go over there. I even see Jack going over there to fight Xenon as well. And Luck and Asta end up going over there with Noelle. Not only is it, all of that in a bag of chips, but out of and Noelle's their actual team member. So I personally think that Asta, when we get to chapter 299, I think that Asta's actually going to be the one. I think Magicula is going to try to throw something, and then Asta and possibly some of the other Black Bull members, other than Luck, will actually be there. And I think Charmy actually may be heading over there to Xenon for that would be very, very interesting. Or she might be here and there might be something as far as real. I would actually think that would be kind of interesting to see something in regards to that. But what do y'all think about my theory? Do you think Asta is going to be the one to come and save Noelle this next chapter? Let me know. And also, make sure to take a look at the link in the description. I have my own manga, The Most Random Manga Ever. It is a stoner weed manga that is a mixture between Dr. Stone and Lucas Moving Brothers. So first 8 chapters, raw chapters, are available for free to read. Dabtro.com/The Most Random Manga Ever. And volume 1, chapters 1 through 11 will be out August 8th. So thank you for tuning in. Again, it's Miss Composition, MC That Writes Fiction. Hit that like, hit that notification bell, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Coming back to earth with a couple gems of wisdom that might take a few decades to decode. So I better get the work on. No need for second guessing, cause it was already written, or was it? Is it all predetermined or devised by your hand? No need for second guessing when you're sticking to the plan. No need for second guessing when you're sticking to the plan. Is it all predetermined or devised by your hand? No need for second guessing when you're sticking to the plan. No need for second guessing when you're sticking to the plan. Take control of what you can't control.